So the moment that Ethiopians have anticipated eagerly for a decade, and which Egyptians have come to dread, has finally arrived. Satellite images released last week showed water pouring into the reservoir behind the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, which will be nearly twice as tall as the Statue of Liberty. Ethiopia hopes the project will double its electricity production, bolster its economy, and help unify its people at a time of often violent divisions. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, please do consider subscribing. And now let's get back to following the news on the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. So tension is mounting between Egypt and Ethiopia over their failure so far to reach agreement on a mechanism to fill and operate the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. Almost 10 years of negotiations between Ethiopia, Sudan, and Egypt over the issue have failed to resolve the conflict. Ethiopia has said previously it will start filling the dam in July, while Egypt and Sudan are opposed to the move before an agreement is reached and fear the dam will affect their annual share of the Nile's water. Last week, Ethiopian state television reported that the filling of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam started on Wednesday, July 15th, a day after talks with Egypt and Sudan on the hydroelectric project stalled. This news has angered Egypt and Sudan and prompted the two countries to ask for clarification. Later on Wednesday, Ethiopia's Minister of Water, Irrigation and Energy denied Addis Ababa was filling the reservoir, saying water levels behind its wall had increased naturally due to seasonal heavy rainfall. Now, some political analysts think that Ethiopia was testing Egypt's nerves by this move, and when there was a big reaction, Ethiopia denied the news. Ethiopia says it will take between 5 to 7 years to fill up the dam to its maximum flood season capacity of 74 billion cubic meters. Egypt, which almost entirely relies on the Nile for its water needs, is concerned that in most years of the filling, it's not guaranteed a specific volume of water. And once the filling stage is over, Ethiopia is reluctant to be tied to a figure of how much water to release. In years of normal or above average rainfall, that should not be a problem, but Egypt is nervous about what might happen during prolonged drought. Cairo and Khartoum are seeking to reach a legally binding agreement on the rules for filling and operating the dam before Addis Ababa begins filling the reservoir. Egypt and Sudan have repeatedly said they would reject any unilateral Ethiopian measures before a comprehensive agreement was reached. Whether an agreement is reached between the three countries, Ethiopia seems very determined to fill the dam, as they spent a lot of money to build it. Ethiopia sees the dam as its ticket out of poverty. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed said if Ethiopia does not fill the dam, it means Ethiopia has agreed to demolish the dam. Egypt, on the other hand, views the dam as an issue of existential significance and has previously threatened to go to war over the issue. The three countries have received an invitation from the chair of the African Union, the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, to participate in a mini-African summit on Tuesday, July 21st, to discuss the Renaissance Dam project. Egypt and Ethiopia have not yet announced whether they will participate. Experts believe that if the three countries attend the African mini-summit, it would be beneficial to reaching a solution in the Renaissance Dam negotiations,